Good to see you, Bob. How you, man? It's been a while. Been a while, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Nice to
Pat,
see you.
oh, you
I
got a
brought my own
martini?
drink. Yeah.
Nice. How you doing? Good to see you, man.
Mrs. Pat brought a martini. She said, I'm gonna need a drink for this. Mark's friends react to meeting his 35-year-old fiancée, Mina, for the first time.
Welcome to America.
There you go. With the Spanish accent. This is Nick.
Meanwhile, he thought he ate. Pun intended.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, they are hilarious. We'll get into the interesting advice they give Mina, who is positioning herself as an enemy of Mark's daughter, Jordan.
I think you're a snake. You don't come into my wedding.
Let's talk about it. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. Before we get into Mark and Mina, Jessica's best friend finally gets Juan to admit that he hasn't always been faithful to Jessica. Something Jessica already knew.
What I'm really struggling with is you still haven't answered my question. What happened on the cruise?
Dang, you would have thought she was the one who got cheated on.
What I messed up?
You messed up? How? Did you sleep with that girl?
I did.
Initially, I thought Jess's bestie was just one of those overprotective friends. But by the look of her response on next week's episode, I'm a bit concerned.
It's taken a year for you to admit this to me, Juan, when I confronted you in Colombia a year ago.
Why is she crying? I don't know if she's sensitive, triggered, or what, but it can come off as if she's making this about her.
She asking about everything, for what she wants my phone to. Tired of it.
I was not in my best place either.
I mean, he was your ex-boyfriend.
What?
Oh goodness, is she gonna tell on her friend? We'll see.
Don't you like that?
Hey, baby.
What do you think Mark's friends are saying as they walk up? Oh my gosh, there she is. Oh, he is really doing this. Let's get into 58-year-old Mark inviting his friends in their New Hampshire aviation community to meet his 35-year-old Parisian fiancée, Mina, and their daughter, Maria.
Oh,
Baby,
thank you.
look at the flags.
Those cupcakes are looking really good right now. God bless America, by the way.
That part.
Welcome to America.
There you go. With the Spanish accent.
90 Day is calling her Cupcake Pat, and here comes Martini Pat.
How are you?
Mina goes on to share how she's shocked that Mark is the youngest of his friends.
Maria, this is Bob.
Hello.
Another pilot.
I don't have idea who Maria play here. Maybe grandkids.
Yeah, I'm not a mom yet, but I can understand how that's a real concern. Mrs. Martini Pat tries to get Maria excited about living in the neighborhood.
It's too calm. I need to walk outside. In Paris, I have time. I take stroller. I go walk. And now here, no place for stroller.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Wait, I have a stroller for my dogs. I'll have to bring it over. You can put her in the
Yeah,
stroller and put my
to go
dogs in the stroller.
together.
And we'll walk together. And you'll
Yeah.
like it. You'll love it.
How's she gonna tell her she's gonna love it? Mrs. Pat is such a mood.
You get other interests. You're going to have a garden. You have a little girl. You need a puppy. I mean, you'll be very busy. And there are other ladies in the neighborhood that like to cook. They like to crochet and knit.
Oh, no,
And
crochet
I
for me.
like a martini.
Ah, this I like. This I like. J'aime beaucoup Martini Pat. Elle est très élégante comme femme, raffinée. But I don't need a dog. I don't need the garden. I don't need a crochet. Je suis pas retraitée, moi.
Speaking of Mina not being retired, what does she do? 90 Day says she's a model, but they say that about a lot of people.
So, you're here, and you're with a 2-year-old, and Mark is going to travel, and you're going to have to make a life here.
I think for me, I need one more baby.
Cupcake Pat is talking about but I don't get that logic. A baby can change a lot of things, but it can't fix a life. you don't want. If Mina isn't happy with her living situation, why bring another baby into the mix before they figure that out? I would think that would make it harder for them to leave the community. Why is she so pressed to have a baby right now? I get that she's 35, but it's not like the clock has run out. Plus, when Mark is gone for work, she's going to have 2 kids, or 3 if her son comes, to look after. Mark's daughter Jordan thinks Mina's desire to have a second baby has more to do with her wanting more leverage to get Mark to do what she wants.
I almost feel like her having another baby with my dad is her way of separating and taking control over the situation, taking control over him, further dividing the family.
Also, Mark has 2 kids with his ex, so Mina might feel like she needs 2 kids to level the playing field. If that is the case, whew, I'm scared for Mr. Mark.
For me, I need one more baby. But Mark told me he need authorization to Jordan.
Jordan and Mark have been a unit. They've been close. He has to keep her happy.
It's my decision, not Jordan's decision.
The thing is, in dealing with Mark, who's a people pleaser,
Yeah.
he wants everybody happy. And in the world, somebody wins and somebody loses.
Yeah.
If he makes you happy, his daughter loses. If he says, we're having no more babies, let's make this work, you lose.
Mrs. Martini Pat, I respect your wisdom and your age, but in my opinion, this isn't a competition here. There's room for compromise. The fact that it's being framed as a competition is the problem. This is a daughter who has reasonable concerns about her father. I wonder if Mina's dad was present in her life. Because I don't know a girl who is close to her father who wouldn't have those same concerns, especially if he's been in a relationship with a woman for only 2 years. The way I see it, Mina should understand where his daughter Jordan is coming from. Stop taking it personal and reassure her that she has her dad's best interest at heart. If Jordan likes Mina, she'll be more open to her dad having another baby with her. In my opinion, Mina is being stubborn and is actually pushing her farther away from her goal.
C'est mon corps, c'est mes envies. J'ai l'impression d'être en couple avec Mark et Jordan. C'est absurde.
Mark wants everybody to win, and only one person wins.
Maybe I made a mistake to coming here to living with Mark in America. Je sais pas.
The Pats have some new drama to be entertained by in the neighborhood. It's giving Grace and Frankie.
Do we look like we're senile and can't remember anything? Where is the car?
I love that show. Next week, Mark's daughter Jordan seems to be taken aback by Mina's attitude.
You know, I know right now there's some issues and tension.
I mean, yeah, I feel very awkward right now.
I agree.
You don't expect to see your dad at this age having and playing with a baby. You're coming into my family and having babies, and like, how do I know you're not just with my dad for his money?
I think he a snake. He don't come into my wedding.
It's funny how people tend to reveal more about themselves through their accusations. Mina keeps calling Jordan a snake.
I say I'm a snake, you know?
No. Don't
go
compare
or
my
I don't go.
My daughter is not a snake.
I think he a snake.
But it's actually her actions that come off as sneaky. All right, 90 Day Fans fam. Thanks for hanging with me. Make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I will see you next time.